Range is not voice type. Does not make me a soprano, even though I can do that. So you get the idea. Low voices can sing high notes. There's been this thing that's been happening lately where every time I demonstrate my head voice, staying alive, ooh, ooh, you guys will say, oh, that's a mix, or you're a tenor. No. The same thing that lets me the same thing that lets me sing low, the thickness of my vocal folds, adds weight to my head voice. Most countertenors, which are male vocalists in the classical world who sing soprano parts, are baritones by nature. Look at any interview with Philippe Jarouski or, crap, my mind's going blank, but they will tell you they're baritones. That thickness adds width and fullness to the head voice. Anybody of any voice type can train to have their range developed, but if you know your voice type, it can inform you on how to train. I don't believe in arguing about technique or voice types, just throwing that out there, because to be frank, most of you have no clue what you're talking about. Range is not voice type. Does not make me a soprano, even though I can do that. So you get the idea? So even doesn't make me a tenor. But I care because if you are a low voice type and your teacher's just having you go, nya, 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 jealous of the rain, it's not going to sound good because you need to hold back breath pressure with your back muscles because your cords, your thick cords won't vibrate as freely. So doing a bunch of brr and nya, 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 nya is not going to cut it. But if you use your back muscles, I'm jealous of the rain that falls upon your skin. It's closer than my hands have been. Oh, I'm jealous of the rain. Freedom. Know how to train your voice. One of the biggest mistakes that you can make, that people like us can make, is focusing exclusively on the vocal folds. Yes, they're of obvious importance, but if we just train this, a chair is still a chair, yeah, we tend to get chipmunk voice, as I call it, like we're doing a cheap imitation of a tenor. So if we instead focus on getting the back muscles to come in to assist with holding back or moderating that breath pressure, a chair is still a chair, even when there's no one sitting there. How do we do it? Make an F sound, as in fun or fantastic. Keep your throat soft. I'm exhaling, but you're gonna see that it looks like I'm rising up because my ribs start to poke out a bit because my back muscles are activating. Now go to a V as in victory. Sing with that V feeling. To be clear, because many of you ask, the style, the genre, the melody, these don't matter. So if I was doing, if I loved you, time and again, I would try to say all that I want you to know. If you get the idea. I would simply do, that V does a bunch of things. It makes my abs lift. Naturally, I'm not forcing that. It makes my latissimus dorsi, my lats, the back of your rib cage, basically, for what we're doing, they're bigger than that. But for the back of my rib cage flexes, and it makes my ribs paradoxically go outward. So it's flexing. Your ribs may not move as much as mine. Don't worry about that. I got a 20-year head start. Just feel your back muscles engage. And then the key is to copy that feeling. That's the skill. Copy that muscular engagement as you sing. That's the key.